Welcome back to Psychiatry Rewritten. Today's episode is short, sharp, and long overdue. Because you can't get the right answer if you're asking the wrong thing. And in psychiatry, we've been asking the wrong things for decades. Here's the deal. If you're a provider and your first few questions sound like a quiz, a checklist, or a script, you've already lost the heart of the story. People don't come to us with clear answers. They come with patterns, emotions, stories, experiences, traumas, and questions they've been too afraid to ask. And if we don't ask the right questions, we don't get the right story. We get surface level symptoms. We get rehearsed answers. We get Google search results. We get survival mode. And that's how people walk away misdiagnosed, underserved, or worse, believing they're just broken. One of the biggest things I've learned in this work is that the way we ask questions can change everything. Not just how someone responds, but whether they trust us, whether they stay, whether they ever even tell us the truth. And the problem is, most of us were never actually taught how to ask better. We were taught how to ask fast, how to screen, how to document, how to hit the symptom checklist in under 15 minutes so we could make a diagnosis. So let me walk you through this. I'm going to give you a few common diagnostic areas and show you what most people ask and what I ask instead. So, when assessing for ADHD, most people ask something like this. Do you have trouble focusing? But instead, maybe we should ask questions more like these. When are you most focused? And what's different in those moments? Do you start things and then feel overwhelmed halfway through? What does your brain do when the world gets quiet? When assessing for depression, a lot of people might ask, are you sad? Instead, we should ask questions more like these. What used to bring you joy? And when did that start to fade? Do you feel more numb or more heavy? Is it hard to imagine ever feeling okay again? When assessing for bipolar spectrum, A lot of people might ask something like, do you have mood swings? These are some better questions. Have you ever felt like you were speeding through life? Like your thoughts wouldn't stop and your body couldn't sit still? Has there ever been a time where you made fast, bold decisions and then looked back confused later? Does your energy ever spike past normal? Like too good? Almost wired? When assessing for PMDD/hormonal mood swings, a lot of people just ask, is it just PMS? Instead, we could get better information if we asked questions more like these. Is there a monthly rhythm to your emotional symptoms? Almost like a switch flips? Do you feel like a completely different person before your period? And then do the feelings lift suddenly, like they disappear overnight? When assessing for trauma, people might just ask, have you experienced trauma? Instead, we should ask something like, do you ever feel unsafe, even when nothing dangerous is happening? Has your body ever reacted before your brain could catch up? Do you freeze, shut down, or go numb when emotions get too intense? There are dozens more I could share, and I probably will, but let's end there for now since this is supposed to be a mini episode. But a checkbox doesn't tell you how the pain started. It doesn't tell you what's underneath the anger or the shutdown or the silence. It doesn't tell you if someone's masking or trauma wired or misdiagnosed or just exhausted from trying to explain themselves for the 10th time. And when we ask surface level questions, we get surface level answers. We can't treat what we don't understand. And we can't understand what we don't ask about properly. And in case you're wondering, because I'm a skeptical person as well, this isn't just touchy-feely stuff. There's evidence to back it. In fact, one study found that most patients are interrupted just 11 seconds into describing their symptoms. And more than half of diagnostic errors come from cognitive shortcuts, like not asking enough or asking the wrong things. Another study showed that open-ended questions asked early dramatically increased the likelihood of uncovering key psychosocial information. And trauma-informed interviewing has been proven to increase disclosure, engagement, and outcomes, especially in high-risk or misdiagnosed populations. So, what does that mean for us? It means we have to stop relying on automatic scripts. We have to start asking questions like, when did this pattern first start? And what do you think triggered it? What do you wish someone had asked you earlier? Have your symptoms ever been misinterpreted or dismissed in the past? What does this feel like inside your body, not just in your head? Because these aren't just softer questions, they're better questions, more precise, more useful, and more likely to reveal what the intake form never could. Better questions lead to better care, not because they're trendy or trauma-informed or warm and fuzzy, but because they work. They uncover nuance, they build trust, they change the tone of the room. We can still diagnose. We can still treat. But we can do it with more accuracy and more humanity. And in the next mini episode, we're going to talk about the next step, how to actually apply the answers you get to make smarter diagnostic decisions, build better treatment plans, and stop missing what's right in front of us. Because asking the right question is powerful, but knowing what it means, that's what makes you a clinician. I'll also be releasing a free download soon called Better Questions, Better Care, 21 questions that actually help. So follow along if you want that in your hands. Thanks for being here. Ask better, listen deeper, and we'll see you next time.